So I sold a van to this pretty cool guy named Lucas. Now Lucas is a filmmaker that wanted to travel around the country and make films. So he bought my van from me, and what you're about to see is his story after he bought it. He already decided to upgrade the engine and the suspension, and he's planning on doing more upgrades in the future, like adding more power to the solar and the battery system as well. So if you guys like what you see, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel. It's going to be the top link in my description. And if you want to see the full tour of the van that I originally uploaded, then check out this video right here. But without further ado, Lucas, take it over.
So I've been trying to go to Indiana for like the past 3 weekends to pick up my camper van. And this was the weekend it's supposed to be ready. I called my Uber the night before, got requested, all that stuff confirmed. And I look at the Uber thing this morning, there's like no drivers to be found. So I'm like, that's kind of odd, maybe it's a bug. Finally dings me a driver and it says it's 30 minutes away. I'm like, I need to be to the airport in 30 minutes. I can't wait to get here in 30 minutes and then 30 minutes to get to the airport. So I just get in my car and drive. And so now, even with everything working out, then the Uber driver doesn't decide to show up, which is kind of ridiculous. So I'm at the airport, we're gonna do this whole thing. So let's hopefully make it to Indiana this time. Hey Tim, this is Lucas. How are you? Cool. Hey, I have the van I'm coming to pick up in like about 2 hours. I just wanted to let you know I'm in Chicago Airport. I'm set to get in at like 1:30 to Evansville. And Tim mentioned he thinks that someone could come down and grab me at the airport and bring me back to you guys. So.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, Lucas.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Well, just want to let you know everything's still on schedule, so I should be in around 1:30. All right?
All right, man.
All right. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Alright, so I made it to Chicago. We have about like 30 minutes till I board for Evansville. I had a middle seat on the way here from Salt Lake and I had like no room, but I watched the movie Free Solo, which was like my 3rd time watching it. It's just like an unbelievable movie. So if you haven't seen it yet, highly, highly, highly recommend. Just inspires you to like literally climb a mountain. It's pretty sick. So have like 30 minutes, like I said, and then it's gonna be on to Evansville. Just talk to the guys over at Linville, Tim's Auto Service over there. They're gonna be picking me up and hopefully we grab the van and we'll be on the road to head back to Utah. So really looking forward to getting this and finally settling this whole kind of debacle. Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Good.
All
No
right.
lithium battery cigarettes.
No ma'am. Thanks. All right, and we're off. All right, so just touched down in Evansville, Indiana. A little bit ahead of schedule, so we'll see if we got a ride here waiting for us. Hopefully we can get this. It goes pretty smooth and gets on the road. This airport reminds me of my home airport, Syracuse. Really small, but it's actually pretty nice. Is this going to Tim's?
Yep.
Okay. From Alaska?
It's his car.
Oh, it's his car? Hold on. I'm Lucas.
I'm Ashley.
Ashley, nice to meet you. So made out here to Tim's. Our van is right there. We go take care of some business and hopefully we can get back here on the road. Hi, how are you?
How bad do you think it was? I got close.
So everything ended up working out okay?
The alignment was still in. What we did was the front shocks on it was junk, which allowed the van to do the flip-flop and the bounce in the front. Shocks were totally gone.
I appreciate it. Seriously, it's awesome. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you for the van. It's all right.
Hands are dirty.
I don't know who really worked on it, but I really appreciate what you guys did. So
got it back?
I got it back, so
Hope
hopefully
you have a better trip.
I don't know. Hopefully, I can make it to Utah now. I'm gonna go to Kansas City tonight, then Denver, and then Salt Lake the next day. So hopefully I'll be back on Sunday. All right.
Cool. Good luck, man.
Thank you guys so much. All right, so I just got my van back. They did an awesome job. I'm so grateful that they took the time to make sure it was right. They replaced the shocks. The first motor they put in was bad, so we had to wait, put another one in. That's kind of why I had the dilemma of coming back, but apparently it's all good now. And Tim at Lindenville Auto Service was just a super fair, straight up humble guy right from the beginning, so super appreciative of that. And sometimes like these small towns, these little repair shops happen to be just the best because they just come from such a good place, you know. So really appreciative. And now it's time to get on the road. I think, what time is it? Probably around 2:06, so we have plenty of time. I gotta get gas, get some snacks, and then start to head over to Kansas City. Let's do it. So I made it to where I'm sleeping for the night. I'm like just outside or inside Kansas City, Missouri. I'm at a truck stop, a Flying J. I like staying here because they tend to be relatively safe. They have bathrooms, food, coffee in the morning, all that stuff. And everyone here is really trying to do the same thing, and that's just get a good night's rest and then hit the road tomorrow morning. So I actually got like kicked out of the back parking lot where there was a lot more room, and they said it was truckers only, which I totally get. So I'm like kind of in like this sketchy-ish area up front, but that's the best I can do. So I made my goal of hitting Kansas City today, which was big because that means I can kind of take my time, or I don't need to push it as hard tomorrow to get to Denver, and then I should be on track to make it to Salt Lake City on Sunday. So Denver tomorrow, and I figured I'd show you guys a little bit of the van, not like a super official tour, but just kind of show you the space. So we'll start with the kitchen, which is kind of where I'm at right now. You can see here, we have underneath here is a sink, a full sink, which is nice. This basically slides back, and the sink is underneath there. We have our water pump, which is electronic, that basically just pulls from a 5-gallon jug that is under here. And then I have a gray water tank underneath here, which is basically where everything that drains from the sink is gonna go into there. And so then here we actually have a 2-burner stove on top, and then a little oven here that's hooked up to a propane tank back there. This is also removable, so like cooking outside, which is really nice. And then just have some like magnetic strips for some knives, whatnot, paper towel holder, and then just some cabinets for some storage, spices, all that stuff. And over here it's like our office and kind of like closet area, 2-in-1. If I take this latch down here, this folds down, and I have a closet which is just big enough to hold shirts, jeans, things like that. But it's a pretty decent sized closet. And then here's just another storage container, storage little locker, which will be nice to throw just some miscellaneous stuff in there. And there's even a little compartment down there, which is where currently the fridge is. But there's a lot of room for like backpacks, things like that, cases. And probably one of my favorite parts about the kind of ingenuity of this van and just the cleverness is how everything is so practical. So that closet door that just folded down also doubles as like a desk. So I'll be doing a lot of work here. All my editing and stuff is like perfect height. It basically just rests on the sink right here. And I can even have like a sick view when I'm somewhere cool. But it's really nice to have like a pretty big desk area that I'm gonna be able to work out. So I'm really, really stoked on this. Then the magnets everywhere, so this just magnets up, and then the latch right around here. And then if we come back into the living room area in my bedroom, this is like a futon that was assembled, and it folds all the way flat into like a full-size double bed, which is really cool. And I fit perfectly lengthwise. I'm 5'10", I fit just right. And there's a bunch of storage space underneath this bed for clothes and stuff like that. Cabinets there, an actual flat screen TV, which I don't know how much I'll use this for. I think I'll probably use it more. If I do use it, it'll just be like a second monitor for editing, which would be really, really nice. But I'm also debating just taking this out and putting a whole nother storage cabinet there, because you can never really have too many cabinets. So, and then there's also like a little cabinet down here, like over the wheel well, that'll be good for tools and just kind of like the dirtier stuff like that. And that's really about it. I'm trying to think. Oh, the all the windows have like this really cool, like, it's cardboard, but then blackout curtains like on the back side. So even though it's like pretty lit in here, lit, you can't see anything outside, which is really, really nice. And the whole point of this was like urban stealth camping, meaning like you can be in big cities or like basically on the sidewalk somewhere on the street, and you can just be sleeping in here. No one really know because it doesn't look like anything from the outside. There is a solar panel up top and a fan vent, but you really wouldn't tell unless you like absolutely tried and like really knew what you were looking at. That's basically the space. It's really, really clever. I'll put Dooley is the guy who built this whole thing. This absolute genius in how he did this and organized it. So I'll put his channel in the description. You should definitely check him out if you're into van life, stuff like that. And I'm stoked to kind of customize this and see what I can make this into and see the adventures that we get up to, because that's really why I got this van, the freedom that it allows you and the fact that you have a home anywhere. Anyways, I know it wasn't like the most exciting vlog, I guess, but that's what today was. It was just a lot of traveling and driving and making sure everything was right. So I'm pumped that the van felt good, the motor was nice, and I think hopefully we'll be able to make it back. So tomorrow I'm going to try to make it to Denver. So we'll see what that entails. Anyways, if you have any questions about like van life or traveling or photo, video, just drop them below, message me, and I'll give you my opinion, my 2 cents on them, stuff like that. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys next time.